All right, guys, welcome to our team call. It is already May 16th. I can't even believe it. I feel like 2016 is flying by. I don't know about anybody else, but that is what I feel like. Tonight's call is pretty exciting. We not only have a fantastic topic tonight from Lindsay Maloney and her Ladies on Courageously Fierce talking about challenge groups, but we also have a whole bunch of brand new coaches from our coach training on this call because they will be running a challenge group alongside of some veteran coaches starting next Monday. So welcome to all of our new coaches on the call. I'm really excited to have you guys here. And I'm going to preface this with, do not get overwhelmed on this call. It is very easy to be on a team call for the first time and go, oh, overload of information. Don't think like that. Remember, your coach training is your home base, and all important information is posted in there. Remember, this is meant for people who have been coaching for months already, some of us years. So take it with a grain of salt and know that you don't need to go and apply everything today to your business. We wanted to include you on this call because of the topic going into your own challenge group next Monday so that you can have it in your back pocket as a resource to really make your challenge group awesome next week. So don't get overwhelmed on the call. It's here just as a resource. Don't feel like you're going to know everything that we're talking about. That's okay. First up, guys, it's pretty similar stuff. Here's our calendar for the month. Just so you guys know, going into this month, you should hopefully be close to your Success Club goal. Remember, we always want to try to hit that Success Club mark by the middle of the month. Push really hard at the beginning of the month, so then at the end of the month, you can really start to build your team and focus on recruiting some coaches to join our coach training. Just a heads up, I had a challenge group kickoff today on the 16th, and our new coaches have one kicking off on the 23rd. Remember, you always need a challenge group to be inviting to. You can certainly go off the same schedule as me, and I welcome you to do that, but don't hesitate to pair up with another coach in the group and say, hey, let's run a challenge group on the 23rd together and let's invite to that. You should always have something to invite to, because if you have something to invite to, I guarantee that invite is actually going to happen because you have a date in place with a start that's going to happen. So I highly encourage you to make sure you are inviting every single day to a challenge group that you have set. Next big thing about this calendar, next Monday, the 23rd, all right, our team call will not start until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are teaming up with Legacy United. That is, think of a family tree. That's the team right above us in the organization, Legacy. And we are teaming up with them. Lisa and I are going to be hosting that call, doing a live power hour. So that is open for every single coach on our team. That is going to be really beneficial for your business, where we are literally doing a live power hour live. We are going to walk you through how we do our power hours, and really, it's an hour. Instead of listening to a call, you're going to be working your business for an hour and are going to be able to get some great feedback from other members of our team and our bigger team, Legacy United. So mark that down, the 23rd, 9 p.m. start time for our team call. Furthermore, the 25th, okay, so next Wednesday is our What is Coaching event. That starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is going to be awesome. I love the live event. It is my favorite part of coaching. I love to share the opportunity with people. I am going to be making that event hopefully tonight or tomorrow. So as you are inviting people to come learn more about our team, more about the business opportunity, that will be posted in our team page, and you can add them right to it, and you will also be included in that What is Coaching event. Even if you do not have coaches, potential coaches in that event, I highly encourage you to come and be supportive in that event page so that we can, really show them what a great team we are and how supportive we are of each other. Even if it's not just our goal, it's our team goal and our team vision to really make people's goals realities. Those are my two big announcements here for the calendar. Also on the 30th, that's when our new coach training will start for June. And another thing that will be starting on the 30th, I didn't make a slide about this, but I'm going to verbally share it with you. Myself and the other leaders on the team are putting together a training for the team that will be held in our team page starting on the 30th, the same day our coach training starts. It is going to be a 3 vital behaviors training, and it's going to be run right in our team page, Classically Fit. There will be a pinned post Monday through Friday, and we're really going to emphasize our 3 vital behaviors. So every person in our team page, which is everybody in our team, is able to really utilize that training and really kick their business into high gear if they need it. And then at the end of the month, we'll assess again who's ready for that team builder club, that push to diamond, to really take their business to the next level after that. So just a heads up, we will be starting that team-wide training on the 30th in our team page, and I'm really excited to build that curriculum and really turbocharge our businesses. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited for this next wave of training. I think it's going to be really top-notch as we move into building our businesses. Questions for me about the calendar at all? And important dates, important things. New coaches, you're not allowed to be overwhelmed. All right? Remember, take it with a grain of salt. All right, next slide. May Challenge Pack offers. Insanity Max 30. That's a 2 times price drop, guys. It's down to $140. I know Becca Mello is working through that with her husband. She's sharing some great testimonies about that. So if you're interested in hearing what that program is about, I definitely suggest you go follow Becca. She is doing great sharing her journey through Insanity Max. Insanity Max Kickstart is also on sale for $180, and Size is also on sale this month. It is a Sean T. extravaganza this month for challenge pack offers. For me personally, I always lead usually with the 21-day fix because that's a fit for 99% of people. If it's on promo, great. If not, I still usually lead with that because it fits for everybody, and they have great results with it. Now, if there's somebody who is really passionate about dancing, of course I'm going to talk to them about Size. But I always lead with the 21-day fix usually because it really is a program for everybody. Just a couple more announcements, some Success Club incentives. Success Club 5 or higher this month, corporate is rewarding you with a personal development call with Brian Tracy. That's a really great incentive, guys. Personal development is such an important aspect of this business, and we know that if you're on track with your personal development, then your business is most likely on track as well. Make sure you guys are hitting that Success Club goal to earn that personal development call with Brian Tracy. It will be top notch, and I'm excited to listen to it. I think it's going to be awesome. The Move Up the Line promo is also going on. If you're not sure what it is, go to the FAQs and look it up. It is important, especially if you are registered for the Success Club trip to Punta Cana next year. There is a way that you can get a better spot in line to register for 2018 Success Club trip. All right. It's based on Success Club points, and they're using it so anything above 10, you get double line points, and you can move up a place to be able to register for the 2018 Success Club point. Bottom line, hit Success Club and then exceed your goal. All right. And you shouldn't have to worry too much about being able to register for that trip. Summit party, Success Club party. If you are going to Summit, I want all of us to be at the Success Club party. So that is Success Club 10 in May and June to qualify for that party. And it is going to be so much fun to have everybody there doing it. Know that if you go to any of the parties at Summit, you are also allowed to bring a guest. So keep that in mind too as you go through. Also, Summit Workout with Sean T. That is an incentive this month. Sean T will be at Summit. There is a workout opportunity with him, and it's only open to so many people. And I will say they posted this leaderboard, guys, and there are people with they have 10 Success Club points, 7 Success Club points, and they're in this workout until that leaderboard shifts throughout the month. But this is really anybody's game as far as earning that workout with Sean T. So definitely keep that in your mindset as you're shooting for your goals because, who wouldn't want another workout at Summit live with a celebrity trainer? That's a great social media post. That is an awesome experience to be there with a live trainer. Some Success Club rock stars. Great job, guys. I always edit this slide from week to week, and last week we had 2 people in Success Club, and just look at how many people we have in Success Club this week for our team call. So awesome, awesome job. Big shout out to our new coaches on this list, Brooke, Becky, Billy, and who else has some points there? Andrea. And I think that's in everybody from our new coach training. So great job, guys. Great points up on the board. You guys are killing it this month. And I know we're going to have even more people on that left-hand side at their Success Club goal next week. And remember, It's the 16th. The month is young, okay? Make sure you're going out and you're inviting. If you haven't invited yet today, don't go to bed until you do. Send out 3 invites to somebody, all right? You have to be showing up every day to meet those goals to make them a reality. So great job, guys, hitting your Success Club goals. This is fantastic. I'm really, really proud of you. Summit, all right, July 28th through the 31st. I'm going to be talking about this till I'm blue in the face, guys. All right, I want everybody at Summit who is able to get there. All right, we have lodging for up to 16 at a beautiful house in Nashville that's about 10 minutes away from the actual area. And, it's better to stay back there. It'll be really great. You pack up for the day anyway. And please respond to the survey on the team page. Every single person should have been invited off the wait list. So you should be able to give me a definitive answer of yes or no in that survey in our team page. So everybody should be off that wait list. Please make sure you take the time to fill that out. If you're not sure, you want to solidify details, CoachSummit2016.com. That'll give you all the dates, all the information. Download the app, have it on your phone. I was really hesitant about the app last year because I was like, oh, 25,000 people all trying to access the same app. That thing is bound to crash. I'll tell you what, it was fantastic. No issues, no glitches. As they released new things at Summit, they updated them right on the app. As they had room changes, they sent a notification right to your phone. It was awesome. So make sure you download the 2016 Summit app on your phone if you're going. And just so you know, the cutoff for rank recognition, if you're pushing for Diamond, if you're pushing for Emerald, cutoff for rank recognition is June 23rd, okay? If you are pushing for Star Diamond, you need to hit that rank, wake up this Thursday with that rank, and then hold it for 6 weeks to be recognized as that rank at Summit. So any questions for me about Summit at all? Any questions? All right, well, we will just keep on going. Classically Fit Diamond Retreat. It's going to be a 3-day weekend or 4-day weekend, hopefully Labor Day weekend in September. As soon as Matt gets back from training, he's actually in a weird limbo right now where he's gone this whole month and then he gets home and he moves to a new job. So as soon as he's in that new job and is able to look out at their training calendar, making sure he's not traveling over Labor Day weekend, we should be good to go. But it will be a 3 or 4-day weekend in September at my home out here in Washington, and it's really just going to be a fantastic weekend of team building. We're going to have some amazing training. We're going to, be able to go sightseeing. We're going to bring in a photographer, get some headshots done. It's going to be awesome. I would love to have as many people in our house as possible. The requirements: you must be a diamond rank by July 21st. All right, so make sure you are that diamond rank by July 21st. That will give you plenty of time to book plane tickets, all that stuff to get out here. You only have to pay to get out here, and there might be a small fee for the photographer if you choose to do that, but it'll be reasonable. I won't go crazy, I promise. So I would love to have you guys out here to host as we build, our teams even stronger. So keep that on your radar. Questions for me about anything that I've covered on the call at all? Any questions? All right, then we will go right ahead and we will move on to Lindsay Maloney. This is our second time Lindsay Maloney's spoken on our team call. And, she's just wonderful. We love Lindsay. But she's also going to have some of her team join her tonight on the call because they run phenomenal challenge groups. They have great retention of customers, discount coaches, and actually Lindsay has an amazing track of challengers who turn into coaches. So we are going to hear how they do it. What's the secret sauce for them in a challenge group? And I have a feeling it has to do a lot with our fourth vital behavior of recognition and making their challengers feel really special. So go ahead, Lindsay, whenever you're ready, you can take it away. Let me stop my screen share here. You can go ahead.
Okay. So challenge groups are my team's passion. It's something that we are just super, super proud of. And our first time that one thing that we really implement as a team is we like to have roundtable discussion as a team. And our first topic we talked about on our Zoom chat was how are we going to make our challenge groups awesome? And we just sat and we brainstormed ways to do that. We just threw out ideas and we started implementing it. So I'm going to go through our slides, just let you know kind of what we've been implementing. And over the last few months, I am just absolutely so proud of our challenge groups. I just feel like we're giving our challengers a great experience, and that is that's what I'm here for. That's what we're all here for. That's our main job. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to go through the slideshow, and each of us are going to speak. So you're going to hear from my entire team. So hold on, like me. Okay, so okay, so challenge groups are the heart of our business. Without challenge groups, we really don't have a business. So it's our job to make them awesome. We are promising something really useful for our challengers, and with a little bit of work, it's really quick and easy to get your challenge groups running and really start implementing some cool new tips and habits. So I'm going to. So the first thing that I really like to focus on is setting it up for success in the beginning. And that really means delivering what you promise. So one thing that I have been advertising is my next group coming up is going to talk about summer tips. So I'm not going to just have the same curriculum that I had before, because I have some return challengers. I need to deliver what I promise. I need to make sure that I'm setting up grilling recipes for these people. I need to make sure that I'm doing these recipes and showing them. I need to make sure that we're implementing tips about how to go to summer vacation and how to actually do the things that I'm promising them, making it different. Preseason, as we know, is vital. Making sure you start the group with a lot of enthusiasm, really getting in there and welcoming all of the challengers to your group, and just making sure you've set the stage for how you're going to run the entire group. Check, are the videos going up? That was something that came up in one of my challenge group recently. It was like Wednesday night, no one had put their videos up. And you can just tell from that, it's not gonna kick off that great when they're not sharing. And that's so important. They need to get to know each other. You cannot judge a book by its cover. I have just absolutely been blown away by some of these videos and the stories these women share, because they're pouring their heart out and they're letting you in, and you watch them every single day in a different way. You get to learn them, you get to know them. And so one thing we did in that challenge group was I got on and I said, okay guys, if you post your video between now and Friday night at midnight, I'm going to put you in a drawing to win a Fix-A cookbook. 15 videos went up in those next 24 hours. You have to encourage them, and you have to push them outside of their comfort zone, because they are terrified to put their videos out there and share their story. And we all know how it sounds to listen to yourself on video. Is like horrific. So you just have to encourage them, and who doesn't like something for some type of a prize? And it was $15 out of my pocket, and it was so well worth it. The whole group was just kicked off and was awesome after that. Checking in with your challengers on meal plan day. When that post goes up, they freak out sometimes. And it's like, whoa, pump the brakes. Like, I have to actually make a meal plan now. And it's your job to check with them to see if they need help. That's setting the stage for their entire challenge. And you can just have an arsenal of your own meal plans to share. And I really suggest having your own template that you've made. Trying not to send them something that you found off Pinterest, because guess what? They can find it on Pinterest too. It will take you 10 minutes to take that meal plan and put it into your own format, send it to them. You can still use it, but it looks like it's yours. It's more personalized, and it's really going to be helpful for them to see what you do. We make meal plans every week, so just taking the time to type them up and give them to your challengers. Down here in the corner, I really try to pump up that Shakeology album, because they love to use those recipes. And if you have 4 Shakeology recipes that you're giving them, that's like kind of crummy. Like, we have so many ideas that we've also done, but just, fill it up. Give them 20 different recipes, and you can have them on a folder on your computer. All you have to do is just go in and, add them each time. The work's already done, and it takes 5 seconds, and they are going to probably start retaining their Shakeology a lot more because they have ideas. This challenge group workout calendar, I made this because a lot of the girls were not following the calendar on the 21-day fix. They were like jumping around and creating their own plan, reinventing the wheel, and it wasn't working out. They weren't getting results. So in the very beginning, I just created this calendar. It's fun, it's colorful, they can print it out, they can cross it off themselves, they can reprint it out next time, but it gives them something that they can use and see every day. And everybody loves to cross something off. It feels good. So they do their workout, they cross it off, it's done. So the next thing I would like to talk about is time management. So this is something that I started doing in the last 2 weeks, and it has helped me immensely. I would check into the challenge groups about 25 times a day. I did it all day long. I began to hate checking into challenge groups, and I was telling myself all the time that I was overwhelmed. When it comes down to it, I started doing this, and then I asked some of my teammates, did you notice that I have only checked into my challenge groups once a day? And I do this by implementing a plan. I do it around 11 o'clock. I check in once. I'm hitting the people from last night. I'm hitting the morning workout people. I'm encouraging them, and I'm offering them valuable feedback, and I am doing it once. I'm not doing it all day long. I'm not doing it before I go to bed, because we need to have balance, and we need to be able to check in and stay focused on what we're doing. So I've been focusing on quality rather than quantity. So I check in once. I put my sweaty selfie in every day, and I'm doing this thing where I was focusing on adding a recipe or a Shakeology recipe every single day. We are cooking anyway, but I was realizing I was not providing meaningful content to my challengers. And I was setting all these things up in the beginning, but all the way through, I wasn't showing them what I was doing. I wasn't adding in recipes, and it takes literally 5 minutes a day. So I add that into my power hour. Every single day in my power hour, that is something I need to be doing, and my team needs to be doing, adding meaningful content into the challenge group. And it can be the same thing. You copy and paste it 4 times. It took me 5 minutes, and it really helps the challengers use those recipes. They see that, they start posting their recipes because they're going by, we're giving them the example, and then they feel comfortable to do it themselves. So just providing meaningful content is humongous. The next thing I'm going to do is, Chelsea, if you want to unmute yourself, this is going to be her part. She's going to talk a little bit about being real with our challengers.
Hi, guys. It's so good to be on this call and chatting with all of you, and I'm so happy to see all of your smiling faces tonight. I just wanted to chat with you a little bit about a huge part of the challenge group that I have definitely found to be super meaningful to the challengers and also super meaningful to me as I move forward. I was noticing that some of my challengers were messaging me and saying, oh my gosh, I could never do this the way you're doing this. I could never keep up with this the way that you are. Like, how are you a coach? You must not ever mess up. You must not ever do things wrong. You must have this like in the bag, and I don't know how I'm ever going to get to that point. And it got to a point where I realized, as did my team, that we need to be real with these people. It is not about being perfect. When we go out to celebrate something, we share a picture of us drinking a beer. Or if we, have had a really tough week and it's been a really good day eating wise and we want to treat ourselves to a piece of pizza, we're going to do it. And we share that with them because we want them to know that this is about 80-20 and this is about finding a balance in your life. And it's not about being perfect. It's totally about you finding what works for you and you being able to incorporate it in your lifestyle so that you can keep living the way that you want to live. So basically, what we try to drive home in our challenge group is if you bring that effort every single day, if we see your sweaty selfies every single day, if we see you putting yourself out there, like Lindsay said, posting your introductory videos, showing us that you're in it for the transformation, maybe not even physically. Like some of these people in our challenge groups are already in pretty good shape, and they are, happy with the way that they look, but they want to eat better. They want to know how to be healthier. They want to know what these recipes are. So if they're showing up every day and being real with us, that's part of the accountability. If they're being real with us and showing us that they're accountable, if they have a nutrition day that's a 1 and they post that's a 1, we'll say, okay, these days happen, life happens, but tomorrow's a new day and you need to get back on the horse and we're going to be doing it with you. There are days that I can relate to my challengers and say, I had a 2-day too with the food, and tomorrow let's reach for 5s together. There were a couple challengers in our past group that I had never even met before. They were someone else's challengers, and we ended up on the same workout schedule, and we would check in at the same time every day, and it gave us both that comfort to know, okay, like we said we were going to hold each other accountable to these 5s today since we had kind of a crummy day yesterday. So let's do that. Let's both show up and let's be there for each other and be there for the rest of our team. So I think that a really big part of what makes our challenge group so successful is that our challengers see that we are not on this pedestal. We are just implementing these things the way that they are every single day, and we're working with them, not above them, and not trying to teach them something that we are absolute experts in, but rather working with them every day to motivate each other. Progress, not perfection. Just keep going and keep holding yourself accountable. So that is definitely a huge part, I think, of what makes us successful as a group.
Chelsea, you want to share this slide first?
Yeah, absolutely. So this slide, I love this slide because this shows that we are not just coaches to people. We have become great friends. Some of these pictures are so fun because it shows everybody meeting up with each other outside of anything that has to do with coaching. I showed my group the dresses and the little men in the corner. That's what my bridesmaids are going to be wearing, and my groomsmen, and I made sure I showed them because I wanted their opinions. Those are Elsie's kids, some furniture from Jillian's new house. That's when I asked Lindsay to be my maid of honor. These are all kind of really awesome experiences that we are able to show other people also, saying that we have made lifelong friends from this journey. These are people who are not pushing you to do what you're doing with Beachbody and then leaving you alone. These are people who are going to be there no matter what. If you have a baby, you bet that they are going to text you or message you and say congratulations. If you get a new house, they're going to ask you to see your furniture. Like, that's what we want people to know about us, is that we are in this because we want to see these people happy and healthy and thriving in their lifestyle. So I think what also makes us strong, which is very evident by this page, is that outside of our challenge groups, we're a strong unit, just as friends, just as women. And I think that we really portray that into our groups, that they can be a part of this really strong unit as well, and that they are definitely a part of everything that we're doing. I'm getting a little bit choked up because these women are so awesome, but our team is really awesome, and I think that it's really cool that we can show these ladies and inspire them that this is something that you can make lifelong friends from. Sorry.
Perfect. What I wanted to add was, if you're a leader on this team, something that's really something we've really set up is having that text thread of our team. So if you're a coach and you have some people underneath you, I highly suggest making that text thread so you can show these life moments. I looked, and in the last month, we have had 3,000 messages that our group of 5 has sent each other. Like, we talk all day, every day, and it shows in our challenge groups because we have a true passion for this, and we have a friendship, and we just, we love it, and we love each other, and it's just getting close to your team, getting close to your coaches, and just really letting them in your heart. I'm going to move on to the next slide, and it's Jillian. So go ahead, Jillian, take it away.
Okay, guys. So what I chose to emphasize was that, and this quote pretty much sums it up great, but piggybacking off what Chelsea said, we're not coaches up on this pedestal, and after we made our $40 off of you, we just throw you in the group and let you have at it. No, we emphasize that we're going through this with you. Like, I'm still just a girl working towards my goals. Like, we're in this together. So just, posting, I know that you're working out every day, and I know that you're drinking your Shakeology every day because they're vital behaviors. You have to be a product of a product, right? So take 5 seconds to post your sweaty selfie in all of your challenge groups, your Shakeology recipe in all of your challenge groups. And like what Lindsay said, you can copy and paste it, and just one after the other, post it in. It takes 5 seconds. Like, there's no reason why you can't do that. And that was a huge thing for me as a challenger. Lindsay and Jerry were both coaches in my challenge group. And you know what? When I didn't want to get out of bed, I thought, Jerry's already up out of bed and sweating. Lindsay's right after her. Like, get your butt out of bed and do it. Get up. And it's, you earn this sense of just connection, and that I always tell my challengers, it's like you've got, 15 virtual workout buddies that are holding you accountable. So that really spoke to me as a challenger. So now as a coach, always showing up and just proving that you're still in this journey and you're alongside them, as opposed to looking down upon them. Let's see what else. I think I pretty much touched, just proving that you still have goals. And I think they want to know too, you've figured out a balance in what works for you, or maybe, you're still working on that, but to just messaging them throughout the week and checking in other than just those weekly emails. Like, here's this recipe. It was super easy, inexpensive. The ingredients were inexpensive. Just showing that you're a product of the product and you're there to facilitate their growth and go through it with them. You're setting an example, and as the other girls said, I think that shows them that you're real, and that that they can be a coach too. And of course, we know as you are moving your business forward, you're looking to not only get challengers, but get a strong downline too. So yeah, I think we all do a great job of checking in every day. That workout selfie, just as if you were a challenger yourself. Sometimes I tell myself, let's, pretend that you are still a challenger and you're working towards all 5. So you're posting your selfie just like you would as a challenger. You're posting what you had for lunch and dinner just like you would as a challenger. You're getting your water in. So sometimes that helps me too. Like, okay, Jillian, you're a challenger today, make it happen. And then share your journey and share your struggles. Like Chelsea said, when I have pizza, I tell them, own up to it when you're not perfect. Because if they're going through this and they see all these coaches who always, make themselves out to be this perfect person, it's just not relatable, not something that they feel like they can attain. So I think just going through it with them has been a huge help for us and has really gained to the success in our groups. And then Lindsay's really been stepping outside of the box with her Shakeology posts. We were talking about this, when you're thinking about the bigger picture, working towards diamond, moving your business forward, a big piece of that is whether your challengers are going to maintain their 90 PV with Shakeology. And, if they don't do that, they go inactive and you lose pieces of your downline, active coaches on your legs. So really showing different opportunities that they have for Shakeology. So maybe even, like, I've had a couple people recently, they don't want to commit to one flavor. Like, oh, I don't know, I want to try vanilla and I want to try chocolate. And you tell them you get more for your money with the bag, but you know what? Maybe you're someone who just needs to buy the variety packets, just being real with them. But showing them the opportunity. I mean, you guys know, you've been on Pinterest, chocolate Shakeology recipes, vanilla Shakeology recipes, you get millions and millions. So try them yourself, take a quick photo, use Photofy or whatever editing app you're using to throw the recipe on there, and then throw it on Instagram so you can get a nice filter so it's a really eye-catching image. And then through Instagram, you can share it to your Instagram, and you can also share it to Facebook. So bam, 2 different social media avenues, 2 different groups of followers that you have being able to see your post, as well as throwing that in all of your challenge groups as well. Again, it might be a lot of just copying and pasting into your different threads in your different groups, but it means a lot. And I have challengers struggle with that a lot. Well, I'm running out of Shakeology recipes, and rather than just tell them, oh, search it on Pinterest, just help them out, do it for them. It'll take you 5 minutes. And sometimes I even just send people screenshots. Oh, this one sounds good, or oh, I've tried this one and I really like it. And because again, you're wanting to help them. They spend a lot of money on this. They spend a lot of money on Shakeology. So you want them to see the value in it and to know the value in it, but also knowing how important it is to keep active coaches in your downline.
So one thing I just want to point out for how easy it is to make the Shakeology really interesting. So all I did was change the cup, and it was like completely different thing. And right now, Instagram and Pinterest is a trending topic. People love visual images, and you have to just kind of make it interesting to them. So all I did here was put it in a different glass each time. I kind of thought about, like, what am I making, and how does I have like 1 million glasses from our wedding. I mean, like, if you ever get married, you'll know, like, you'll have 50,000 glasses. So that's where they all come from. But just making it really visually pleasing for them. And it will also help when you share that on your personal wall, because people don't always love to see Shakeology shaker, Shakeology shaker. It's a little like pushed down your throat. But if you're pouring it in a cup, they're like, oh, what's that shake? Oh, that's Shakeology. Maybe I want to try that. It turns it around from being salesy and makes it more of, a visually pleasing and trending thing. So that's one thing I've just been focusing on. I really want to boost up our Shakeology retention, and I think this is a good way to do it. So we'll see what happens. The next slide is going to be Jerry. So Jerry, take it away.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Okay. I am actually going to be giving you guys a little bit of tough love. So don't take this the wrong way. But here is my biggest thing, okay? For me and with the challenge groups, it is 100% about showing up every single day. I know that life gets crazy and it can be taken away from us, and we focus on maybe more of the coaching side of it as far as the business side rather than what it actually really goes back to. And that's our challengers. It 100% goes back to our challengers. And if we aren't there for them every single day, how on earth are they going to expect us to stay with us? Why would they ever stay with us if we are not going to be there for them every single day? It's one of my biggest pet peeves to check into a group and realize that maybe there's some coaches that literally haven't checked in for days. Where do you go? I mean, how do you do that to your challengers? You promise them this amazing opportunity and then poof, you're just gone. So for me, that's my biggest thing is I believe that no matter what you have going on, you are to check into every single group every single day. I mean, up until this morning, I had 9 groups that I had to check into daily. 9. And granted, that's, our past challengers group, plus our coaching groups, but it's still 9 groups. And guess what? I checked into them every single day. I work full time. I'm coaching softball. I literally just, got home and rolled in the door. You guys probably saw me. It was a little crazy. I had my earpiece in and everything. going in and out of the screen. But I make it happen. And for me, that's what's important. And I know that the rest of us feel the same way. I mean, you don't want to make a promise to somebody and then not show up for them. I mean, that is really what it goes back to. How are you going to get more challengers and to change more lives when you aren't being there for the ones that are in your current challenge groups? That's about all I had. Sorry, I know that's a little tough love, but I'm really passionate about it. I feel like every single day, show up. That's what you got to do.
I think it's so true, Barry. And like, how much better do you feel when you are really showing up to your job? You go and invite people to challenge groups, and it's a completely different way. If your vibe is off with challenge groups, your vibe is off with inviting. So all it takes literally is 15 minutes. We all know it's tough. We all know we're busy, but how can we spend more of our time inviting to something that we're not even paying attention to? Just making sure you're adding your meaningful content every day and just showing up and showing them how important they are. These are real people, real women. And Elsie has a topic that's really going to drive home another part of our job as coaches. So go ahead, Elsie, take it away.
Hey guys, I'm getting better at this public speaking thing, but my hands are still clammy, so bear with me. One of my most favorite quotes, and I'm going to read it out to you, and I know that's kind of tacky, but I love this quote. It says, "Great leaders don't set out to be a leader. They set out to make a difference. It's never about the role. It's always about the goal." We all have reasons on why we decided to be a coach, whether it be financial things, or you want to be an elite coach, or you just want to pay for Shakeology. We all have our own personal reasons. But one common ground I know that we all have is that we really want to make a difference in someone's lives. You know, we want to help people change. We want to be there for our challengers. And when we go and we invite people with our all calls or invites, you know, we're asking them to take a leap of faith. And, you know, it's not just a leap of faith in, oh, you know, I can maybe get this healthy lifestyle. It's a leap of faith into a challenge group that they don't know anyone in. And it's a leap of faith that they have in us as well. And so when we put these people in a challenge group, mind you, we're not sitting around, you know, in a circle staring at each other saying, hey, you can do this. You know, it's all on social media. It's all in a Facebook page. And I feel like, and we feel like, you know, we're really providing an environment and a vibe for our challengers inside this challenge group. And obviously we're not sitting there talking to each other. So how can we provide this environment and positive environment and vibe for our challengers? And one of the ways that we really focus on is on our comments. You know, we take the time to actually read people's check-ins. And when we comment, we actually try to make it like a personal connection, like it's directed to them personally. I'm not saying we're sitting there writing a novel. I tend to get a little wordy because I get super excited, in case you can't tell. But, you know, putting thought behind what you're commenting on, whether it be a check-in or a picture, or, you know, a meal plan, whatever, actually taking the time to add value to your comment on someone's whatever really does make a difference. And I know, you know, I've only been a coach for 2.5 months. I started in a challenge group back in January. And I would look forward to looking and seeing what the coaches would say on my sweaty selfie or on my, you know, check-in for the day and how I did on my workout, or if I didn't do good. I looked forward to what people said to me. I took that to heart every single day as a challenger. You know, so, and one of the things I know, you know, we, like Jerry had said, you know, when you start coaching, you know, you start juggling multiple challengers and you start juggling multiple challenge groups. And we are commenting and you know, posting on a bunch of different check-ins or a bunch of different pictures, right? But one thing we do keep in mind, or you have to keep in mind, is that you may be juggling a million things, but that one challenger, that's their one outlet to the challenge group. That's their post. They don't know that, you know, they don't really care that we have to, you know, go and check into 5 other challenge groups. They're looking to us in their challenge group with their post. They're looking to us for motivation. and for support and to kind of give them that energy. They're kind of just vibing off of our vibe, you know. That's what they're there for. That's why they joined the challenge group. A lot of people that come up to me and message me, you know, they have problems with accountability. I had problems with accountability. Truth be told, I bought 21 Day Fix off Amazon in July last year, and I opened the box, I looked at the containers, and that's all I did. And it wasn't until I joined a challenge group and had that support from my coaches that it actually made a difference. And now I'm a coach. Who would have thought? I wouldn't have thought that. But they actually, you know, it really makes a difference commenting what you say and how you encourage these challengers. So commenting is something that we do, you know, take seriously. And like I said, I'm not sitting there writing a novel, but, you know, read into what people are saying. Some people will just post their check-in and that's all they do. But a lot of people will post, hey, I'm giving myself a 4 today because I just can't hit my greens. Well, read into that and say, hey, throw a thing of spinach into your Shakeology and bam, there's your green that you were missing for the day. You know, like really read in, like we really read into what people say when they check in or with their pictures or whatever. And that's going to lead into the other thing that I'm going to talk about is checking in. And Jerry really touched on this really well. So I'm just adding a little bit to it. It's really important to us to check in a timely manner. And by timely, I think we pretty much check in within at least 24 hours, right? I'm busy myself too. I have my own full-time job. I work from home. I've got 2 crazy, beautiful but crazy little kids that run around and drive me crazy. I have a really busy life, but I do take time every day to check into every single one of my challenge groups. And when you do that, I mean, that's your job. You are telling people that you're going to be there, you know, there for them. And, you know, I make sure that I'm there for them every single day. It also helps challengers know that you are with them on their journey. So if you haven't checked in with your challengers in 4 days, you are not with them on their journey. You are leaving them high and dry. So I think what we do really well is, you know, I get the little dings, the notification saying, so and Lindsay's posting on this, Jerry's posting on this. We are checking in every day, making sure that our challengers do not feel like they're alone. And another thing I think we do really well, sorry, I do have notes so I don't lose track. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. Everybody has their own journey. Some people join a challenge group because they want to lose 5 pounds, or they want to look good at their reunion, or they have something coming up, or whatever it is. But you do run into challengers, and I've had plenty of them, that it's more than just losing weight. For me, when Lindsay's my coach, when she tapped into me and got me going, you know, I said that I just wanted to lose all the baby weight that wasn't budging, and I wanted to do it healthy. There was a whole mental and emotional side to that. So it wasn't just about weight loss. So sometimes what, you know, our group, we tend to do, there will be challengers that are, you know, struggling a little bit more, or, you know, they're really intimidated because they don't think they could keep up with everybody, or they're afraid to post a video because they don't want people to really see what they look like because, oh, they're so much overweight than everyone else, or whatever their reasoning is. We as a team, we do talk behind the scenes and say, hey, you know what, so-and-so kind of just needs a little bit more support, a little bit more encouragement. We're very in tune with our challengers, and in turn, we're very in tune with our team. So we really do work as a team to bring our challengers up. And things happen. I mean, you see challengers dropping off, and sometimes what you need is that team effect. You need your team to help bring someone up to get them to get back on their horse and keep going. Or just things like, you know, my husband's grandfather passed away a couple weeks ago, and 2 of my challengers happened to be family. And, you know, I went to my team and I said, hey guys, you know, if you see them kind of struggling a little bit, they just had a really big tragedy in their family and a really big loss. Can you guys help me out with a little bit of support for these 2? You know, things like that. I mean, we are very much a team. I think that's kind of what makes our challenge groups, like everyone else has been saying, what makes our challenge groups so successful is that we really do work as a team from the inside out. And it's not just putting together the challenge group. It's not just putting things like recipes on there, but it's also helping each other's challengers keep pushing and keep motivated. So that's all I have. That's
I think you hit the nail on the head with that. That was awesome, Elsie. The last little part I want to just present before we wrap up is transitioning your challengers. So Lisa and I set up a locker room group like way back in October. We had a great group, and we just said, oh my gosh, like we can't leave them here. What are we going to do? So it was our first time that we can make a locker room group, and now we have like 120 people in it. They don't all post, but I'll tell you what, they all come back around at a certain point. They check into that group and they see that motivation, and there might be someone who hasn't posted since December, and suddenly tomorrow they come in and they say, hey, here I am. And that's their spot where they can do that. We are providing them an ongoing support. We don't always count on everything in there because that can get overwhelming, but we like it. We go through. I always push like the love, and I put all of my content that I would into the challenge groups into that locker room group too. So, and a lot of those people, they end up going into another challenge group because they're just constantly supported. Back-to-back groups. We are really focusing on this with my team. We are really taking them from the first group to the next, because something that I've seen is one group's not enough. One group is just getting them set up into their lifestyle. The second group is where it really sticks. So just making sure that you are taking them from one group to the next. And it's okay if their last week is rolling into the preseason of the next. They can do both. And the next group, you're going to find that they take on that coaching role. They start to give advice. And those challengers turn into coaches. So give them that opportunity to be a coach in a challenge group without having to take on the title. And amazing things happen. Support, and they just continue on. Another thing we're really looking into is not doing the 60-day groups, because they are just kind of crashing and burning. Doubling up on the 30-day groups. So having them in hammer and chisel, or any 60-day program, having them do the first 30 days, and then having them enter into a new group. It's like that fresh start in the middle of their challenge group that they need, because that's when a lot of people drop off and they don't want to do it anymore. So it gives them an entirely new feeling, and it pushes them through to the end of their program. So these are just some things that we've tried as a team, and they're working out great. And I know we talked a lot, but we are really passionate about it, and it's something that we just really love. So does anybody have any questions? You can unmute yourself. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. You're probably like, are they again talking at? But anyway.
Can I add to that a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to say, you'll notice too, with doing a second 30-day group, not only do you see the potential for those coaches coming out, but you'll see that most of those challengers, even if you have the same curriculum in the second 30-day group, their answers and their outfits, let's say their outfits, okay? That goal outfit, it completely changes. It's amazing to see that happen too. That first round, you'll see, a certain outfit, and the second time it might be getting a little bit more risque because they're feeling better and they're changing and their attitude is changing, and just everything. You can see it. It's so amazing to see that transformation happen. That's all.
Yeah, I agree. It's just really cool to just keep them supported. And it's truly not. Like I've seen so many people crash and burn after that first challenge group. They just don't even respond to my messages anymore because they haven't got it yet. They were just learning. These are habits that they are like learning for the first time a lot of times. So it's just keeping them supported and encouraging them and just keeping them from group to group. And that's pretty much it, Allie.
You're great, guys. I thought you guys hit it out of the park. It was a great kick in the pants for me, and I think for everybody on this call. I think you guys, it's proven by your numbers that you guys produce, by your Shakeology retention, everything. And you guys, we want good challengers, right? We want people to stick around. We want to be able to change their lives. Think back to the original why you said in your coach basics. I guarantee it had some form of, I just want to help people, right? And maybe it has evolved from there. But guys, this is your direct link to being able to help somebody right now in their challenge group. So I think you guys hit it out of the park. This is definitely going to be something to go back and listen to again. I took notes during this call to implement, and I think you guys are awesome, and it radiates. I love running challenge groups with you because I like when you comment on my stuff when I post it in there. I mean, let's be realistic. Everybody loves a good compliment every once in a while. So does anybody have any questions for Lindsay or any of the ladies? I think you guys did great. And I love how you guys touched on the aspect of making sure you get people in a second group to transition them right into it, because, their whys change just like yours do because they see their own potential change and they're untapping it. So you guys are great. So thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to share with us your best practices. Oh, Joy has a question. Do you have guys one big group between all of you?
So right now we do. That's something that is very bittersweet for me personally. As our team's growing, our numbers are growing. We have a lot of challengers, and I literally hate to break away from the vibe we have. So that's something as a team we're going to have to talk about. How are we going to keep this going exactly how we have it, while we have to separate eventually, because that's what, we can't have 120 challengers in a group. But for right now, yeah, we do. We do have big numbers in our group, but not everybody shows up. And we just kind of have taken one for the team right now and just said, we're willing to have to comment on a bunch of people all at once, just to keep our, atmosphere going. It's just something we love.
Yeah, and I think it's important too that as your team does grow, what's great is you're going to duplicate because you're going to attract people just like you. So you're going to be able to run it with other people, and it's going to be the same, slightly different because they're different people, but it's going to have the same feeling because you're duplicating and attracting the same exact type of person. So keep that in mind as well. So, I think we all learned something that we can implement into our groups going forward. I know I'm going to be implementing some things to my group that just kicked off yesterday. And, don't hesitate to change up your challenge groups, and don't hesitate to remember why you became a coach in the first place, because I guarantee everybody's why on the first day of coach training was to help people in some way, shape, or form. And challenge groups are your direct way to do that. Does anybody have any other questions before we wrap up for tonight? All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I think this will be a call that people go back and listen to again and again to take notes and hear more of what you guys do. So thanks so much for taking the time tonight. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks. Bye.